Your hand is moving right now, to scroll, to click, to lean closer. But ask yourself, who decided that? Was it you, or the 3-pound universe inside your skull, running scripts written before you could speak?
Science estimates conscious awareness processes 0.0004% of your brain's activity. The rest, hidden in plain sight. This isn't philosophy, it's biology. Every choice you believe is yours. Choosing coffee over tea, trusting a stranger, even this moment of watching, is shaped by forces older than language. For 200,000 years, these mechanisms kept humans alive in a world of predators and scarce resources. Today, they operate in a world of algorithms and artificial light. The result? A silent puppeteer we never knew existed. Let's meet it. Your basal ganglia, a structure so ancient it exists in lizards, builds behavioral autopilots. Neuroscientists call them habit loops. 1. Cue. Your phone buzzes. 2. Routine. Thumb swipes screen. 3. Reward. Dopamine hit from a notification. This loop runs before your prefrontal cortex. The thinking region even wakes up. fMRI scans prove it. When you choose your morning coffee, brain activity predicting the choice begins 7 seconds earlier in subconscious regions. This isn't weak willpower. It's energy conservation. Your brain consumes 20% of your body's energy, but is only 2% of its weight. Automating routine decisions isn't laziness. It's preventing burnout. But automation has a shadow. It makes you mistake familiarity for truth. Ever driven home and forgotten the journey? That's your brain deleting unimportant memories to save space. The same deletion happens with beliefs, with relationships, with your sense of self. Emotion isn't the enemy of reason, it's its foundation. The amygdala, a fear center shaped like an almond, processes threats 12 milliseconds faster than your conscious mind. Why? Because a lion doesn't wait for you to ponder. But in modern life, this speed creates illusions. The halo effect. We judge a CEO's competence by their jawline. Studies show faces deemed attractive get 20% higher trust scores. Somatic markers. Your gut feeling about a job offer. It's your body replaying stress hormones from past rejections your conscious mind forgot. Crucially, your brain doesn't seek accuracy. It seeks coherence. When faced with conflicting information, it edits memories to fit existing beliefs. In one experiment, 73% of participants remembered childhood events that never happened when suggested by trusted figures. This is why you'll defend a bad decision. Your subconscious prioritizes feeling consistent over being correct. Uncertainty registers in the brain as physical pain. fMRI scans show the same regions light up when facing ambiguity as when touching a hot stove. Your subconscious calculates risk through a primal lens. Predictability equals safety. Even toxic routines feel safer than unknown freedom. Loss aversion. We fear losing $100 more than we value gaining $200. A bias hardwired to avoid starvation. This explains why you stay in unfulfilling jobs. The devil you know. You replay arguments in your head, rehearsing to avoid future pain. You check your phone 150 times a day. Variable rewards mimic a slot machine. But the deepest trap? Learned helplessness. In classic experiments, dogs shocked randomly eventually stopped escaping. Even when escape was possible, their brains had learned resistance is pointless. Humans do this too. We call it realism. The tragedy? This system evolved to save us from saber-toothed tigers. Today, it saves us from changing our Instagram profile picture. You are not an individual. You are a social organism. Mirror neurons fire when you see someone smile, making you mimic it before you consciously register their face. This isn't politeness. It's neural symbiosis. 3 invisible forces shape you daily. 1. Normative social influence. You agree with a group not because you believe them, but to avoid rejection. Brain scans show social exclusion activates the same regions as physical pain. 2. Pluralistic ignorance. Everyone in a meeting thinks an idea is bad, but stays silent because others aren't objecting. Your brain defaults to safety in numbers, even when numbers are wrong. 3. The chameleon effect. You subtly match others' posture, speech pace, even breathing, without awareness. Studies show waiters who mirror customers' gestures earn 30% more tips. This wiring saved tribes from exile in ice ages. Today, it makes you buy products because influencers use them. Share opinions you don't hold. Stay in marriages because everyone else does. The cruelest part? You'll invent rational reasons. I like this brand. I believe this policy. But the subconscious truth is simpler. I belong. Beliefs aren't conclusions. They're implants. Your brain builds them through 3 silent processes. 1, repetition. Hearing a claim 3+ times makes it feel true, even if you know it's false. The illusory truth effect. Propaganda relies on this. 2, emotional tagging. High arousal emotions, fear, joy, make memories stickier. A childhood story told during laughter becomes core truth, untouchable by facts. 3, context binding. The room where you learned something, the smell in the air, the person who told you, these become woven into the belief itself. Change the context, and the belief weakens. This is why phobias persist, despite knowing spiders won't hurt you. Emotion overruled logic. Nostalgia makes the good old days feel objectively better. Context-bound memories. Conspiracy theories thrive. They offer predictability in chaos. Your most sacred beliefs about justice, love, your own worth, are often just neural pathways worn smooth by repetition. Not divine truth, not logic, just familiarity. Narration. These systems aren't broken, they're mismatched. Your dopamine system evolved to reward finding berries, not infinite scroll. Your threat detection evolved for snakes, not email notifications. Your social brain evolved for 150-person tribes, not 5,000 friends online. The result? Exploitation. Slot machine design. Apps use variable rewards, likes, matches, to trigger compulsive checking, hijacking the same pathways as gambling addiction. Outrage algorithms. Social media prioritizes content that spikes amygdala activity, fear, anger, making you mistake emotional intensity for importance. Micro-targeting. Advertisers use your digital footprints to mirror your deepest insecurities back to you, making products feel like solutions to subconscious voids. This isn't evil, it's physics. Systems follow the path of least resistance, and your subconscious is the easiest path of all. Narration. You don't just have a body, you are your body. Interoception, the sense of internal bodily states, drives decisions before thought. Heart rate. People shown fearful faces while their heartbeats sync to a fast rhythm perceive more threat, even if the face is neutral. Gut feelings. Your enteric nervous system, second brain in your gut, sends 90% of its signals upward to your head. That gut instinct about a person, often inflammation or hunger, misread as intuition. Posture. Slumping for 2 minutes lowers testosterone, confidence hormone, by 15% and raises cortisol, stress hormone, by 10%. Stand tall, and your brain believes you're powerful, even if you're not. This is why power poses work. Why chewing gum reduces anxiety. Jaw movement signals safety. Why holding warm coffee makes you judge others as warmer. Your body isn't a vessel for your mind. It's the source of its commands. Waking up to these patterns isn't about control, it's about choice within the current. You'll still feel fear before logic. You'll still mirror strangers on the subway. You'll still crave the path of least resistance. But now, you'll feel the autopilot engage. You'll notice the social pull before you conform. You'll sense the body's whispers before they become commands. This awareness is a muscle, not a switch. Every time you pause between the cue and the routine, when you feel your hand reach for the phone and wait, you rewire 200,000 years of survival code. Not to delete your subconscious, but to negotiate with it. You are not free from your biology, but you can be its conscious steward. The strings are still there. Now you see them.